New this morning, emergency crews were called to a rollover accident on the corner of 7th Avenue South and University Drive in Fargo overnight. The call came in around 1:05. A driver involved in the accident tells us that one of the vehicles flipped after being rear-ended, but everyone walked away okay. Fargo police expect to release more information on this a little later this morning. Also new this morning, a man is hurt after an early morning rollover in Becker County. The Minnesota State Patrol says 20-year-old Kyle Thompson of Glendon was driving on Highway 10 west of Frazee around 2 a.m. when he ran off the road and then into a median and rolled. Troopers say that Thompson's injuries are not considered serious. It is now just about 1 minute past the top of the hour. Let's get a check of that First Alert Storm Team forecast with Lisa Green.
Good morning. Today is going to be an active day. We're starting a change in our weather pattern here as we start to see more and more chances for rain and thunder. Doesn't mean everybody's going to get hit, but the possibility is now returning. So looking out on our First Alert Skycam network, we had a beautiful sunrise starting and we're still seeing a sliver of it, but clouds are advancing in yet again this morning. Just like yesterday morning, we're seeing this cloud cover moving into the valley here, and we'll expect that to continue as we work our way through the morning. Here's a look at our radar and satellite map. No rain to show you, but you can see some of those clouds moving their way into the southern end of the valley out west as well. Now, there are other places enjoying a nice bright sunrise here as those colors start showing up here on that eastern horizon. And we're looking at increasing clouds today. I do think there's a shot at still getting some sunshine here, but we got moisture that will continue to get pumped into the valley with that south wind. So there could be some areas stuck with the clouds. You can see out to the south and west, there's some moisture there. We have the potential for some rain showers coming up for this afternoon and maybe even a rumble of thunder heading into tonight. Temperatures are at least mild. We are in the mid to upper 50s, 57 in Fargo and in Grand Forks. Here's that wind still gusting into the 20s. We'll see more of that out of the south and east today. Here's your hourly planner. Sunrise at 5:45. Watching those temperatures rise into the 70s. Whether we see enough sunshine or not will have a big factor on our highs. If we get more sun, we'll get into the upper 70s. If we don't, maybe more into those low to mid 70s again here today. And we're going to talk more about that and those rain chances as we head into the holiday weekend too, coming up in just a few minutes.
Crossing my fingers on the sun. Thank you, Lisa. We have new information this morning on a disturbance in Moorhead involving a gun. 2 men have now been arrested after police surrounded a Southside home around 5:30 last night. It all started with a call from someone who said a man had pointed a gun at them at a home in the 400 block of 16th Street South. Officers had their guns drawn and ordered people inside the house to come out. 4 adults did. Then officers went inside and say they found 2 more people who were hiding. 31-year-old Courtney Smith was arrested for domestic assault. 21-year-old Traven Spears was arrested for assault and possession of stolen property in relation to the threat involving a firearm. We called for their mugs this morning and they were not yet available.
These can be very confusing at times. The person that was reporting it said that he had been over at this house. There was a disturbance that happened. Everybody in the house, including the person that had the gun pointed at him, they all know each other. They're all acquaintances. During this disturbance, he said that he had a gun pointed at him and was threatened with the gun. So that prompted our response.
Police say no shots were fired and no one was seriously hurt. Testing is far from over at a Mayville assisted living facility that went from 0 to 20 positive COVID-19 cases in less than 24 hours. Luther Memorial Home confirmed yesterday that 20 people tested positive for COVID-19, including 13 staff members and 6 residents. What has many at the facility shaken up is that none of the 20 are showing any symptoms. All affected staff are quarantining at home. As for those living in the facility, no one is allowed to leave their rooms and 6 residents are isolated in separate parts of the building. The facility will have another round of mass testing next week. The CDC website has updated how the COVID-19 virus can spread and that there is less of a chance than it can spread by touching surfaces or other objects. Valley News Team's Alexandra Kay talked with experts who explained that the main way the virus is spreading remains the same.
Since the start of the pandemic, the big question has been, how is the virus spreading? The CDC website previously stated that the virus could spread from contaminated surfaces. It read, spread from contact from contaminated surfaces may be possible. The updated site looks a bit different. The CDC is now saying that the virus does not spread easily in other ways. North Dakota Department of Health officials say that although the wording is different, the message is the same.
I definitely think that is something that was probably just reworded to reassure the public that this is not the primary mode of transmission. Really, the mode of transmission that we're concerned about is, when with all respiratory diseases, is through respiratory droplets and transmission between person to person.
The virus is still known to live on surfaces for hours and even days. However, experts say that isn't the main way it's spread.
That as you are touching other objects, doorknobs, and then particularly touching your face, we know that the virus gets in through our mucous membrane, so through your eyes, your nose, your mouth. That will facilitate the transmission.
Experts say that continuing to clean surfaces is a good idea, but keeping up with social distancing along with other hygienic measures is the most important part in keeping you safe.
I would encourage people to continue to do those disinfecting activities, but again, I can't overemphasize that. I think the main one is, good hand hygiene and good hand washing.
Dr. Vetter adds that activities like singing, where respiratory droplets are propelled, has shown to spread the virus. In Fargo, Alexandra Kay, Valley News Live.
The CDC website also says that the virus does not easily spread from animals to people or vice versa. North Dakota is reporting 4 more deaths and 102 new cases of COVID-19 in the state. All of the latest deaths are in Cass County, and they all had underlying health conditions. This brings the death toll to 49. There are 2,095 positive cases in the state. 1,302 of them have recovered. And Minnesota is reporting another 29 deaths from the virus in the state. The death toll now stands at 777, with 635 of them living in a nursing home or assisted living facility. 9 deaths are still listed as probable, meaning there's no test result on file. The total case count has increased by 645 to a total of 17,650. The 107th annual Clay County Fair in Barnesville has been postponed until 2021 because of concerns over the coronavirus. The Fair Board of Directors says that it will be using the extra time to work on projects and complete updates to the buildings and the grounds. We've heard a lot of big summer events are canceling because of COVID-19, but the Medora musical is a go, and it will open on June 19th. Organizers say the show will follow ND Smart Restart guidelines, including reduced capacity for each show, every other row seating, and increased spacing. The tickets, they go on sale this coming Tuesday. Still to come here on the Valley today, the details into an insurance scam investigation that's targeting North Dakota schools. But next, Lisa Green is in with what you need to know about our Thursday forecast. We see a little bit of both clouds and sun right now. Will that continue through the day? She explains.